Moving your pots inside as temperatures drop can be a hassle. But it's essential if you want to welcome spring with a garden full of foliage and blooming flowers. Aloe vera temperature. What does your plant need? Aloe vera is not a cold hardy plant and will suffer if planted outdoors, especially outside the recommended hardiness zones. So what does the aloe plant temperature range? Anywhere between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. The natural habitat of aloe vera is tropical and semi-tropical climates, like Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. In the US, they thrive in USDA hardiness zones 8 to 11. As part of the succulent family, aloe can tolerate long drought periods. But when it comes to temperature, it won't handle cold. The reason why the ideal aloe plant temperature can't be close to freezing is the plant's anatomy. The leaves are filled with a viscous gel that can freeze as temperatures drop. The frozen gel then permanently damages the leaves, turning them brown or black. Artificial light and temperature. Aloe vera needs sunlight at least 6 to 8 hours of bright sunlight. When you can't naturally provide this amount of light, you might reach for artificial lighting. However, artificial UV lamps can raise the temperature around the plant. This could lead to sunburns and brown leaves. Aloe vera plant temperature in winter. The best aloe plant temperature should never fall below 40 degrees Fahrenheit for more than a few hours. When faced with freezing temperatures for an extended time, the aloe will suffer freeze damage and eventually die. When planting aloe vera plants outside the in-ground, you must beware of the night temperature. The aloe can survive slight night and day differences as a dessert plant, but not more than 20 degrees Fahrenheit. If the summer night temperatures in your area fall below 60 degrees Fahrenheit, it's best to keep your aloe potted. Can you keep aloe vera outside in winter? The lowest aloe plant temperature for survival is 35 degrees Fahrenheit and only for a short period. If your area experiences occasional low temperatures, it's best to follow the weather forecast. Before chilly nights, carefully cover the plant with a large plastic container or a blanket and place an artificial light underneath to keep it warm. Be careful not to break any leaves and put the light away from the cover and the plant. How to provide the ideal temperature for aloe vera plant. It needs a full day of sunlight, but exposing it too quickly to intense light leads to burns and dried out leaf tips. A south or west window is an ideal choice. Please keep it away from the draft and don't let the leaves touch the window. As the glass gets hot, it can burn the leaves. Don't place the aloe vera next to a heat source. While it can tolerate dry air, a continuous blast of hot air is not a good idea. It will increase the plant's watering needs. Try to keep the aloe plant temperature steady, from 50 degrees Fahrenheit to 60 degrees Fahrenheit in winter and 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 80 degrees Fahrenheit during the summer. Avoid drastic changes in light and temperature. If you have to move the plant, slowly expose it to the new spot. How to revive a freeze-damaged aloe plant. If you forgot to bring your aloe vera plant inside during a freezing night, there's a good chance it suffered freeze damage. Start by bringing the plant inside. Inspect the plant for any mushy and glossy leaves. If you have an established plant that is a couple of years old, check the tips first. Older plants are hardy and won't die as easily as new fragile plants. Leave the plant at room temperature but don't water it. Let it settle, and the injured leaves will turn dark and fall off. You can also use sterilized shears to cut the damaged parts. If the plant doesn't seem to get better after a few weeks, check the root for root rot. Prolonged exposure to low temperatures leads to root decay in aloe plants. When new growth appears in the center of your plant, it's a sign the plant is getting healthy. Aloe vera in pots can survive the winter at room temperature and close to a sunny window. If the temperature is too high, it can lead to burns. So be careful when placing UV lamps nearby. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.